Hey guys, it is Mersh. Welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be another free-to-play update video, and I don't normally do two in a row. I'd like to try and sort of throw in a different piece of content in between the free-to-play updates. However, today, or at least the weekend, has been a pretty big moment for the free-to-play series, and I just wanted to give you guys an update as soon as possible, to be honest, because there's a lot of uh, changes, I guess, that has happened. Some important updates I wanted to give you. So without further ado, I'll get into it. In terms of what has happened, essentially it revolves around the monthly quests. We cashed in on our Sacred and our Void Shard, and we went ahead and pulled both of them. The reason for it is we have a Champion Chase event coming on at the moment. And after what I've pulled, it has led us to about 300 points or so shy of where we need to be for this one. I am going to be pulling some mystery shards and hope that I can maybe drop another ancient shard to try and get these 2000 sort of Polarium anniversary points. Just because if I do, that will get me 2 rare skill tomes, which is going to be big, right? Books are hard to come by. So not only have we got Haikatun, but I pulled a random ancient shard yesterday, and we grabbed ourselves a rock breaker. He is another dwarf with a provoke, just like Nari. I guess the difference is that he's only an epic, so he'll be easier to book in the long run. To be able to get his provoke to a lower cooldown, right? He's going to be a big pull just for wave control, to be honest. I mean, I do have Nari who does a very similar job. Well, it's actually the exact same skill. Rockbreaker is essentially the budget version of Nari. However, Nari will offer more. However, he does require some legendary tomes, which I do not currently have. And the ones that I do get will be going into Ignatius for quite a while, to be honest. So that's the first thing. I also did see Nari and Rhonda. I saw both of their souls available in the market. However, I just got the Ignatius one, so I wasn't able to grab them, unfortunately. I haven't even tried to do Iron Twins yet. Maybe I will give that a go and see how it goes. But yeah, that's the first one. Obviously, pulling Rock Breaker is pretty huge. Pretty huge. It's going to be good for faction wars at the very least. And I don't know, I was quite a fan of him, and I actually 6-starred him on my main purely for the Dwarfs faction crypt. So I do feel like if I do 6-star him, he will not be like a waste for the account. And to be honest, even at 5-star or level 50, I do think he will provide a lot of value. He'll be good for 3v3 as a control champion. But yeah, he's the first one who I was quite happy about. Then I pulled the Sacred Shard that I got from the quest, the monthly quest completion, and we got ourselves a Teshhada. I don't know how to say her name, so that's what I'm going with. And to be honest, it's not a champion I have ever looked at before. But again, looking at the kit, it's something that I guess I could see value in maybe, and when it comes to mid game. I don't have many barbarians at the moment. It's literally just her and obviously Haikatun, who we got the other day. But we have Teshada. She has an A1, which has a coin flip 50-50 chance of putting a 60, a big version of increased defense on herself for 2 turns. So that's nice. That means that she's going to be tanky, and all of her skills are based on defense. So having that increased defense ability on the A1, it just essentially means that she's buffing her damage just by using it, which is really nice. And obviously with defense champions, it's gonna make sure that she's surviving. That's the word. She's gonna survive for a longer time because of the higher defense. The A2 attacks 3 times at random, which is a bit sad, but each hit has a 75% booked up to 100% chance to put a big version of Weaken out, which is really nice. This could get use for potentially Clan Boss, honestly, but probably going to be potential Fire Knight. If not, like I said, Faction Wars is probably where this chick is going to hang out in. And then the A3 is actually another revive. It's a pretty nice revive, 40% HP, 40% turn meter, and it heals all allies by 15% of their HP. It's an okay revive, it's nothing too crazy. And then you've got a speed aura for faction crypts. Now this champion, she's not a game changer by any means. She is not some incredible pull. But what I am thinking is for faction wars, I've already got Haikatun and now her. When we throw in War Maiden, who I think I do have another copy of, as well as Sail of the Drakes, who we are going to get as a login reward, we basically already have a pretty functional barbarian team. or like squad ready to go. We would just need to find somebody to do damage, and worst case scenario, we can use someone like Berserker, the barbarian rare. We could get him to do that job. So yeah, Barbarian Faction Crypt is looking good for the time being. And yeah, to be honest, she's not an incredible pull. She's not going to be worked on for a while. Probably only, probably only when I actually come towards pushing towards Faction Wars. I think it's just going to be a nice addition. Same with Rockbreaker. It's nice to start thinking about the teams that we're going to potentially be building over the next like 6 months or so. Now, after I pulled those two shards, we pulled the Void Shard. And ladies and gentlemen, this Void Shard is massive for the account. Where is she? It is none other than probably the most desirable rare champion that any new account can have, and it is Coldheart. It is a massive pull. For those who don't know what she does, the main ability that you use her for is her Heart Seeker, which is essentially an enemy max HP nuke. It gives you can have 30% less crit rate to be able to crit with it, and it also completely drains a target's turn meter, which is massive. The A1 is a 4-hitter, and it has a 25% chance of placing a heal reduction for 2 turns, which is lovely. And then the A2, again, it's an AoE ability, decrease accuracy, and a chance to place a poison if they are under heal reduction from the A1. This is massive, honestly. It means that we can actually progress in dungeons like Dragon, like Fire Knight, maybe Ice Golem if I can get like a tanky enough team to make her work in. But yeah, and Spider as well, obviously. She's like the Spider Queen when it comes to late game. But having her on the account is massive. I was tempted to 6-star her instead of Fenchy. However, I do think I need to focus on Clan Boss for the short term, because at the moment I'm just about 4-keying the 3rd chest of Brutal, and it's kind of poor. So I think what I'm going to do is just make sure Fenchy gets the 6-star, get him up there as well, get him up and running. Then we will probably go Coldheart, and then at the moment, Reliquary Tender. I don't know. I don't know. So in terms of the 6-stars I've got right now, we have got 2 DPS, 1 like turn meter support, 1 reviver. The other one kind of needs to be a control champion, to be honest. If not, then it would be Fenchy, purely for Clan Boss. But to be honest, he's doing an okay job for Clan Boss at the moment, with the poisons and stuff. I don't know. I think he's going to need books before he can be like up and running for Clan Boss properly. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Do I go for Nari as the next 6-star, or Rockbreaker, or Fenchy for Clan Boss, or do I try to just max up Coldheart? I'm honestly not 100% sure right now. My heart is telling me to go for Coldheart, honestly, but I am seriously lacking like Provoke and just general wave CC. Even in Arena, I don't really have a crowd control person, so I am tempted to go for Nari, honestly. Go for Nari, get resources put into him. He's not going to be good for Clan Boss, but he will serve a purpose pretty much everywhere else. And yeah, I think I think I go for Nari. I think Nari will be the next 6-star, and Fenchy, I've got him to a level where he can do a job in Clan Boss at the moment anyway. So yeah, that's what the plan is going to be, I think. But yeah, we have got Coldheart. In terms of what I've been focusing on, by the way, over the weekend, has been champ training. I've been going fairly hard with champ training. Currently sitting in 2nd. I would obviously love to get first to grab Ultan the Shell. It's a free legendary. But the guy who is sitting at top, he just obviously has way more resources than I do. He has been like 3 or 4k ahead the entire time this tournament has been live. I'm going to do my best to catch up. At the very least, I'm going to hit this 9,500 and get the legendary book. But to be honest, it would be worth for me to just keep pushing and keep doing champ training, ignore everything else for the time being, just to try and grab this 2nd one as well for coming 2nd. I think that's got to be the play, right? If I get those 2 legendary books, it will be huge for the account. In terms of missions, we have pretty much left it. We were not able to clear the arena mission before the Spirit Keep disappeared, which is sad. I did try my best, but it just wasn't possible. So we're going to do these after the champ training has finished. But to be honest, guys, that was the main thing I want to update you on. Grabbing Coldheart is literally like insane. It is so account changing, you have no idea. But yeah, I think I'm going to focus getting Nari to 6-star, and then it's going to be Cold Heart. I think that's the way I have to do it, right? Just so I can start pushing on in dungeons and stuff, and start farming hopefully stage 20 dungeons. Just because gear is honestly the main thing that's holding us back right now. I just don't have the gear to be able to really kick on and push forward. Um, but yeah, that's just sort of the update. I wanted to let you guys know what champions I've got. Oh, also, I did manage to grab Gembo the Dishonored pool. I did grab Gembo with the Amazon Prime code, and he is currently sitting in the vault until I feel like I need a dedicated nuker. Where I'm at in the arena at the moment, even if I built him out, he wouldn't be able to nuke that well, just because, again, I don't have the gear for it. But what I will do is pull this Mortal Soul Stone, and what I'm going to do is add Cold Heart into the mix for the rares. We can take Ignatius out here and put in Rhonda. You know what, we can throw in Ignatius too, why not? In terms of the epics, is there anything I want to switch up? Honestly, probably not right now. Probably not right now. These are still going to be the 3 main epics I use. Maybe I take Ruella off for Fenchy, just to try and get a bit of extra clan boss damage through a Blessing. Alright, that's the play, that's the plan. Alright, so we're going to pull this one. Fingers crossed we get Cold Heart first try. There's a chance. And the chance is dead. You know, I am going to hold on to that though, because Sentinel is a very reliable provoke champion for early game. He's got a really high chance of provoking on the A1, which means he would be at the very least a good option for Hydra. I guess the only problem with that is I've got Nari and Rockbreaker, who are just going to be better champions to bring in, so I'll probably get rid of that soul, but I'll decide that at a later date. And yeah, to be honest, guys, that's all I wanted to update you on. I've been grinding the champ training, really trying to get those legendary books, saving gems as well. But I think I said in the last video, I think the plan is going to be eventually, when it's like CVC or something, we're actually just going to burn these gems, turn it into energy, and grind up masteries. We're going to try and finish off Ronda's masteries for sure. And then honestly, probably start grinding up Cold Heart's masteries, maybe Nari's, I'm not too sure. I've got a few base ones in Fenchy, literally just for Clan Boss, just to give him a little bit extra power in there to try and guarantee higher damage. But yeah, I think what we're going to do is go for finishing off Rondas, get her to like max level as well. And then it's going to be Nari and then Cold Heart probably. But for the time being, it's literally all just going to be champ training. Let me know, do you think I should burn all the gems now to try and really push on for this champ training? And who knows, maybe I can get first, but it'll be a struggle. But it would be fun to at least try and push for it, you know. But yeah, that's what's going through my head. Thank you guys for watching. The Cold Heart pool is huge, and I hope you guys stay tuned to see what magic she can bless this account with. But yeah, without further ado, hope you guys have had a lovely weekend. Have a lovely week ahead of you. Take care. Please like and subscribe as well, and join the Discord below. Actually, I'm trying to build a little bit of a community, and as many people as we can get in that Discord, the better. So yeah, thank you for watching, and peace.